Hi guys, it's me, Lunar. Welcome to this episode 182 of brand new console mods for Skyrim Special Edition on PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. As always, we have 6 new mods to look through today, 3 for each console. Before we jump into this, don't forget to like and comment. Anyway, let's check out our first mod of the day. Our first mod of the day actually adds in 2 mods into one mod called the Tempest and another called Unlimited Blade Works. The first, the smaller one, the Tempest, adds 2 kinds of magic that will be automatically added into the game. One's called Tempest Cyclone and the other is called Tempest Sonata. The Tempest spells are lesser powers, their damage is based on either one-handed or two-handed, and they do an overall damage of 400%, and they require 75% of your stamina in order to cast them. You can perform the powers in the air or on the ground, it doesn't matter, they both work on either. The second mod is called Unlimited Blade Works, and this adds in 4 kinds of magic automatically to your game. You get Blade Works Arrow type, Blade Works Spell type, Unlimited Blade Works, and Ro Ace, and the first one, Blade Works, is a lesser power. It's an alteration based spell. It summons blades either between 3 and 12, and it does a base damage of 5 plus whatever your alteration skill is divided by 5. It requires 40 magicka and it auto targets onto your enemies. The next one, Unlimited Blade Works, is also a lesser power. All of these spells are actually lesser powers, and you use them kind of in the same way as you would use a Dragon Shout. This one requires 40 magicka times 9. It works over an area of 50, and it summons unlimited amount of blades for a damage of 5 plus the alteration skill divided by 5, whatever that works out at. It really depends on whatever your alteration skill is. To use the unlimited blades in its full capacity, you need to use the 9 sacred phrases, and then you're going to need to teleport to the realm of the unlimited blades, where you can fight all the enemies you power trap in there, including any kind of dragons or anything like that. Once you kill them, you can return to Tamriel victorious, and that's what you can see at the end of this video. And finally, you got Ro Ace, which is an alteration spell. It summons a shield. The 7-ring shield is a ward that protects you from the enemy hits, but with every hit you are going to lose 1 ring, and it costs 24 of your magic per second, and it can be found in the alteration section. Next up we have a mod called Business Cat. Business Cat is a Khajiit in the Bannered Mare. He has tons of money and power level items, and he sells some goods, and he has a lot of it as well. The perfect mod for anyone who wants to get good items in game or make money quickly. Next up we have Simply Clothes Conversion, and you need to download to go with this one the new UNPCM body. The mod adds in simply new clothes to Belethor and Whiterun that fit the new body type. There are several mods for Seraphim, but not everyone likes that mod like me, but now you have an alternate if you want the Simply Clothes, if you like the outfits in game. If you go to Belethor, he now sells the Simply Belt, boots, clothes, pants, shorts, and top. All of the items are clothes so have no armor rating, but they can be enchanted. So if you're looking for this outfit for a different body type, then check out this mod. The next mod is called the Woodman Shack. When you first start your game, there will be a new icon on your map for you to fast travel to with your new home. It's located on the edge of the river running through the rift that leads to Riften. The Woodman Shack is situated east of Trevor's Watch and south of the Rift Watchtower. The house is set in the exterior of the game world, so there's no loading screens, which is very cool. It has loads of storage, all of it is safe to store your items, they don't respawn. Has 3 weapon racks, 1 weapon plaque, 7 barrels, 2 chests, 1 apothecary sack, 1 end table. Also on the inside there's an alchemy tabletop for you to make all your potions at. On the outside there's a tanning rack, wood chopping block with woodcutter axe, cooking spit, and there's also loads of miscellaneous gear going around. There's a bed for you to sleep in, there's arrows, there's hide armor, a longbow, mead and food and that kind of stuff, rabbits and pheasants, chairs and benches. Overall, I really like this mod. It's very small, but it's very well made. Our next mod is called Connected Player Homes. This mod connects 9 player homes to each other in the game. So you get the Breeze home, which is the Whiterun one of course, Hierim, which is in Windhelm, Proudspire Manor in Solitude, Vlindrel Hall in Markarth, Honeyside in Riften, Severin Manor in Raven Rock, Lakeview Manor in Falkreath, Winstead Manor in Hjalmarch, and the Hjalmarchen Hall, which is in the Pale. All of them are interconnected by a basement called the House Doors, which is accessed by a trapdoor in each of the houses. The final 3 that we talked about are on the roof, the other ones are on the floor trapdoors. To use these doors, you need the key to the respective house. The basement also comes with a whole bunch of goodies that you can use, lots of storage space, alchemy lab, arcane enchanter, anvil, and pretty much all the crafting stations, and so on. So if you want a mod to connect all the player homes in game, then this mod does exactly that plus more. I really like this mod. Any kind of underground towns, cities, passages, and that kind of stuff I do really enjoy. Also, this mod has a tunnel leading to Solstheim, as you know, as it takes you to Raven Rock, so I'm keeping this mod installed just simply for convenience. Our final mod of the day is called Soul Reaver. This mod will add new swords into the game in 6 variants in total. All can be crafted under the Daedric section and tempered. So the mod adds the Soul Reaver, Soul Reaver of Frost, Soul Reaver of Flame, Soul Reaver of Darkness, the Soul Reaver of Ruin, and the Soul Reaver of Legend, and we're going to go through all of them. First, the Soul Reaver. Requires only iron to craft and is a one-handed sword. In fact, all of these swords are one-handed. The damage is 20% stronger than Daedric. Mostly this sword is used to simply make the other 5, although you can enchant this one if you want to. Soul Reaver of Darkness does 75% more damage than a Daedric one-handed, and does 50 points of magicka damage. It has a chance to paralyze your enemies as well. Requires 4 ebony ingots to make, and 1 Soul Reaver to make. The Soul Reaver of Flames does the same damage as the Reaver of Darkness, requires 4 Fire Salts to make and 1 Soul Reaver to make, and does 30 points of fire damage. The Soul Reaver of Frost is the same as the Fire, but requires Ice Race Teeth to make and does frost damage. And the Soul Reaver of Ruin is also the same in terms of damage, but it does some extra stuff in its enchantments. It does 75 points of stamina damage, it does 45 points of shot damage to health, but it also does half of that to magicka, so this weapon attacks your enemies on 3 fronts. The sword requires 1 Soul Reaver, 4 corundum ingots, and 1 moonstone in order to make. Finally, the Soul Reaver of Legend. With this weapon, the target is paralyzed, it absorbs 22 points of health, and the big part of this weapon, victims you attack don't treat the attack as an assault, so you can attack friendly NPCs with it, but not get a bounty if you attack them. This requires 4 Soul Reavers of Darkness, 1 regular Soul Reaver, and 80 refined moonstones. So not an easy task to make, but it is a cool sword. One thing to note is, if you attack people with the sword, the person you're attacking might not attack you, but other people around you will attack if they see you attacking someone else with this sword. Overall, I like these weapons a lot, and this mod is definitely worth downloading. Well, that about does it for today's 6 mods. It's been a couple of days since I last uploaded a video, so we have quite a few Xbox One mods to catch up on. Not so many PS4 mods, they have slowed down quite a lot, I'd say, this whole mod. I of course don't record on PS4, I only record on Xbox One, so getting PS4 mods is difficult enough, especially if mod authors don't post any images or anything. So please, if you do upload PS4 mods, try to add as much stuff as possible, so it's a lot easier to add PS4 mods to these videos. Anyway, I want to say thank you to all of you for watching, have a great day, and I will see you all next time.